Zendaya is everywhere these days, and her newest project is Challengers, a rom-com that's all about tennis. We've seen plenty of clips from this upcoming flick, but do you know what went on behind the scenes? From Zendaya's rule against nudity to how the cast learned to be that good at tennis on screen, we've got the scoop on the cast's experiences. It's safe to assume that Zendaya has more than a few projects to choose from when she's ready for a new movie. So what is it that made her choose Challengers? For starters, in addition to starring in the film, she's also a producer. But we can also glean a few things about the movie based on statements she's made about picking projects in the past.
My number one thing that I've learned is, and I say it all the time, is contracts. Read those contracts.
Over the course of her already long career, Zendaya has learned to take her contracts into her own hands and learn the details herself.
When I was a kid, I thought it was boring. So now I do this thing, like any contract that I have, and I go through it, and I basically just take notes on everything.
And it pays off and ensures that she always gets what she wants and never needs to compromise.
I never get into a bad situation anymore because I read everything.
One bad situation Zendaya always avoids? Pushing her limits when it comes to nudity. Zendaya always insists on a no undressing clause in her contracts. In her case, this not only ensures that she is never naked on screen, it also ensures that a body double is never used to make it look like she's naked on screen. Despite all the nudity on her HBO show Euphoria, Zendaya's contract didn't allow for her character to get naked. And the same is true for Challengers. If nudity is required for a character, Zendaya is out. Clearly, there are some things Zendaya won't do on screen no matter what, but that doesn't mean that she never steps out of her comfort zone in her work. Along with her other castmates, Zendaya actually learned to play tennis well enough to seem like a pro. In the film, she plays a former professional tennis player who's now a tennis coach. The star spent months training for the role, and the work paid off. Director Luca Guadagnino told Variety, quote, "We edited the movie and we almost actually don't use any of her double. She's so good." And her castmates got into pro shape too. Guadagnino said, quote, "They spent like 3 months working very hard. Everybody, technically, athletically." Transforming into a convincing professional tennis player in just a few months would be a challenge for most people, and Zendaya was no different.
My fans know this about me. I'm not the hugest fan of having to work out, but I had to because my character is supposed to be a tennis pro, and clearly, I'm not giving tennis pro.
So how did she go from hating exercise to not needing a double in this movie? Her co-stars made it worthwhile.
We had an incredible team of people that we got to learn from, but I was with Josh and Mike every day. They were the reason that I was able to smile and laugh through our workout sessions.
So not only did camaraderie make the workouts easier, but the workouts certainly helped with cast bonding.
It was a good time. I think we all really needed to lean on each other in those moments.
If the fun on set could make a certified workout hater enjoy exercise, then clearly Zendaya loved working on this movie. But Zendaya's choice to join the Challengers cast wasn't all about fun. It was a major career move. Despite her many roles in the past, Zendaya called this her, quote, "first time really being a leading lady." And in an interview with Elle, she explained, "It was a little bit scary to take on, which I think is a good feeling, to be like, ooh, can I do this?" From her perspective, embracing the projects that make her feel that way instead of avoiding them is a positive choice. In her words, quote, "I felt like it was a good step into a more, I guess you could say, grown-up role and into that next phase." Another grown-up role that Zendaya is right in the middle of, the role of Chani in the Dune franchise. Dune 2 premiered less than 2 months ahead of Challengers, so it's no surprise that they were filmed close together. As a result, Zendaya actually worked on Challengers on the set of Dune 2. Director Luca Guadagnino needed to record ADR with Zendaya while she was filming Dune 2. ADR stands for Automatic Dialogue Replacement, which is when lines need to be recorded in a studio after filming in order to replace the original audio in the film. So, Luca headed to the Dune 2 set. According to him, quote, "I went to Budapest to meet Zendaya and Timmy, and we were doing ADR for Zendaya on Challengers, and we did that on your background. And I went into the back lot and I saw a huge Dune set." So while these two movies may not seem like they have anything in common beyond Zendaya, there was some serious overlap behind the scenes. Luca Guadagnino is clearly thrilled about his cast for Challengers.
The actors in the movie, Zendaya, Josh and Mike Faist, Josh O'Connor are sublime, and I love them.
When it comes to Zendaya, he gets the hype better than anyone.
She's a great worker, and she's a person of cinema. She knows cinema very well.
Are you excited to see Challengers? Do you think this is a sign of what's to come for Zendaya's career? Let's talk about it in the comments. And for more insider info on all the newest movies, be sure to like and subscribe to The Things.